One of the laws of goaltending is you only play as good as you look. And if this rule holds true, then NHLers should look really sick. What's up, goalie fans? We're going to look at every NHL goalie's gear from this season in the Pacific Division right now. Let's start with the Anaheim Ducks goalies. I'm going to start with John Gibson. And first off, I really like this setup. I'm a fan of white pads. White gear looks really good on a goalie if you ask me. And I really like how he's got the orange and gold set up there. It's not amazing by any means, but it's pretty cool. And also the mask. Look at this mask. It's freaking awesome, okay? The whole jet kind of imagery. I love it. Good job, Gibson. And now for his backup is Anthony Stolarz. I'm not as much of a fan of black gear. It can look really good, and it does look good in this case. It just kind of feels like the black inverse of Gibson's. And what's up with these gloves? These gloves don't match his pads. You can get away with that in beer league, but not here, guys. Probably just likes the gloves better and the pads, because I mean, I do that. I've got completely different brands of gloves and pads, but you know, it doesn't look as good as Gibson if you ask me. It still looks very good though. And also Stolarz' mask is really nice. I like that. On to the Calgary Flames, and this one is Jacob Markstrom. And I think he did really well on this one. The red accent's close to the bottom of the pads and all the reciprocating things. The CCM logo on the glove being yellow while all the rest are red kind of bothers me, but I'm willing to let that go. Yeah, this is a really nice looking setup. I feel like with white gear you have to be careful, and I think Markstrom does a good job here. He wears it well. And also his mask is really cool. I love this. And then to his backup, Dan Vladar, who kind of missed on this one for me, honestly. We'll get into the all-white pads later, but this doesn't look as good if you ask me. It's very minimalistic. The Bauer mock line is you have to be careful with that because it's really easy to mess up how you look on that. It looks very minimalistic, he wasn't really trying a whole lot. He's got the red and the gold in there, but it doesn't look as eye-catching or cool. Same with the mask, it looks kind of basic, slap a couple logos on there and your number and you're good. I can't say that I hate it, I just don't like it as much as Markstrom. Now Jack Campbell's gone through a couple sets of gear this season. His first set was, I think, Vaughn's? I can't remember, but I liked those. But I think his new setup, these Bryans, I like them a lot and he seems to really like them too. He's gotten a lot better since he's got this set. And again, they're white, they're all white. I don't think they're amazing, but they look pretty good. The blue and orange highlights make it look cool. They bring a bit of flavor into this, and I think it looks pretty cool. I also really like how this glove is white on the inside and blue on the outside. That is really creative. Very, very nice suit. And it's Stuart Skinner next. Again with the white pads, and I really like these, although not as much as Campbell's. The flashes of orange and blue give them a nice touch, and they make it interesting. They contrast really well with his jersey and mask, and I really like that. I think the best part of this, though, is the puck going right into the glove right there. On to the Los Angeles Kings, and oh my heck. I love Jonathan Quick. He usually looks really good with his gear, but I feel like with this set he tried too hard. The Velocity V10 line doesn't have the best design overall in general, but Quick is kind of not helping with this. From this set, you get the feeling he's one of those kids that is very specific about coloring inside the lines and doesn't go outside the lines at all. He's really careful there. And I'm not saying that's bad or anything, but this just looks too careful. He understood the assignment a bit too well. I've liked his older sets, and he loves Vaughn, and I can't fault him for that, but doesn't look as good. The mask does look good though. I love the mask. And Phoenix Copley did the opposite of Quick. He's not wearing all white pads, but it doesn't look like he's not. The black highlights on the inside edges, they don't look too great. Same with the glove and blocker, they look like there's a lot to be desired here. I do really like his mask though. This mask is really good. The candy canes for North Pole, Alaska, that's a really nice touch. I like that. And on to the San Jose Sharks. We've got James Reimer, another goalie who kind of flopped on the Bauer mock line. Now, I'm not doubting that they are great pads, that it's a great set, because I haven't tried them, but I've heard really good things about them. He tried less than Vladar did, honestly, if you ask me. Isn't there like a line there that you can customize even more? He's basically just going with the all-white with a single teal line that's too thin to see from much of a distance. Yeah, I'm sorry, Reimer, doesn't look good. And then Capo Kakin. I have a very unpopular opinion, and other goalies are going to really despise me for having this opinion, but I like all white pads. Like, just the clean white pad look, I don't hate it. There's a lot to be desired with them, like add a bit to them, but honestly, I don't think it looks bad. It's not as bad as all black pads, I feel like. Not to say all black pads look bad. You'd actually have to be really trying to mess goalie pads up. Kakinen didn't even try here. Like, he's got the same line as Quick. He did the opposite of Quick. Instead of Quick trying a bit too hard, Kakinen didn't try. The only variation I see is the teal Vaughn logos, but that's it. I do like this mask though. This mask looks really nice. So, we'll give him that. You can have that. And now, if you're going to do white pads, this is a prime example of what to do in my opinion. Seattle Kraken's Philip Grubauer. Heck yes! If you're going to do white pads, you need to add some spice in there, and this gear is just spicy enough. It's got like the variations of blue from the Kraken colors on there, but they're also white, and I really like that. His mask is really nice too, but this S is backwards. That kind of bothers me, but I mean, if you're going for symmetry, there's not much you can do there. This set looks really good on Grubauer. I really like this one. And then on to Martin Jones, again with the all-white set, but it's not completely white. It doesn't look as... It's not Kakinen. He looks like he actually tried with this, and the red ends here on the pads, I don't know what you call those, with the toe bridges and the ridges that are like blue and the teal to white. I like that. I really like that. I think the white pads give a really nice contrast to the dark jersey, but that's about all it does. It's not amazing. It's not a great look, but it looks good, I think. And also Jones' mask is really cool too. The Kraken just have so much to go for them with the masks. Typically, for each team, I would only do 2 goalies, but since the Canucks have had to use 3 goalies this season, and there's a chance that Thatcher Demko might be back, I'm gonna have all 3 of their goalies from this season in. And Demko, yes, brother! This is how to do white pads, part 2, along with Grubauer. The blue and green accents on here just really make it really nice. It's white, it looks good, but it's not blank. There's still some stuff going on here, and Demko looks really nice. This mask is what I'm all about. Like, oh my heck, look at this. It is beautiful. This is what I want to go for in masks. Colin D'Elia. Of course I'm on torn. He went old school here, and I like it. I really like this. The blue with the white, and there's not as much green, and the mask is really nice. The only qualm I have about this photo is the puck in the net behind him. Spencer Martin. And now with this one, the Hyperlights, I feel like he bothered to add the blue and green accents here, but it doesn't look as cool if you ask me. I think this is like the most customizable line of goalie gear, and you just put a stripe of green and blue on there and call it a day. There's so much more you could do with these, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. The mask I like though. The Canucks did a great job with their masks. And on to my team, Vegas Golden Knights. Logan Thompson completely understood the assignment with these mock pads. They are so nice. I love the secondary logo up at the top here. The gold at the bottom with the black stripes into the white, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And like the same thing with the blocker and glove. They look really nice, and just the way that he's catching this thing is just really cool. I love the mask too. I'm not being biased here, I really like this set. The set that I really like more is our next goalie and last goalie, but definitely not least, Adin Hill. These things remind me of Marc-Andre Fleury's gold set, and it's clear that that's what he was going for too, like, but at the same time he added his own like marks to it. The gray, white, and red stripes along the sides look really cool. The blocker, the glove, I like the red lacing in the glove. This looks good. I really like it. Adin Hill, and I wish you could see his mask better. So I'm just gonna pull up a picture of his mask. Look at this. The brick wall with the dragon and the Vegas and it's cool. I really like this mask. It looks cool. It's absolutely sick. And I love the brick wall imagery, because goalies, I love it so much. This is Aiden Hill's best work, if you ask me. I really like it. So yeah, that's every Pacific Division goalies gear from this season. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Honestly, if you liked the video, I've got other videos. Please consider subscribing. I'll put more out. I'm not about to finish, even though my upload schedule is really sporadic outside of shorts. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace out.